Good morning. I'm Sandy Goldstein,
I'm Julie Picardi.
and it's Wednesday, so welcome to our 7th episode of Where Are We Wednesday? Okay, so
Guess where we are today? Can anybody guess?
well, yeah, but we did have Plan A. So Plan A was, of course, Julie and I talk like Tuesday nights and figure out where we're going, but all right, whatever. So Plan A was, I'm going to go buy a Mega Millions ticket, and then we can take everybody to the lottery, cash our ticket, and then end up on some island somewhere. Well, this is the ticket, and we're on Plan B.
I didn't get a chance to play because, I just don't have time to get away from the crazy kids and actually get to the store to play.
Yeah. So, anyways, this is
And
Plan B.
personally, I wouldn't have waited to cash the ticket. I would have just put it on my credit card and been like out the door this morning. And
Well, yeah, but we got to teach.
later.
We could have from the island that we were at.
That's
yeah,
it. That would have been a much better Where Are We Wednesday, don't you think?
I know, but now you're depressing me. And this is a beautiful day.
It's
So this is
absolutely
Plan
gorgeous.
B.
So Plan B, we're in Peabody, which
Yes.
is where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And we are on the bike trail in Peabody,
Yep.
which has been recently renovated. I think Sandy was
quite-
impressed to see
very
that there
impressed.
was actually so much nature within
Yeah.
the city here.
Yeah.
And I tend to take my kids on this bike path all the time.
Mhm.
Sandy's juggling the
Well, yeah,
camera
I'm
based
trying.
on the sun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, my arm. Okay, because now I have
it's
to
the
hold
arm
this.
again.
All
Here,
right.
wait, do you
all
want me to? Here, let me try to hold it.
Oh, okay. There
That's
you
not
go.
gonna work.
No, all
No,
right.
it's really
I'll
not
just
gonna
go
work.
change hands.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Technology.
sat on
We're
the other
getting
side
there.
of her
Mhm.
because her arm hurt, so I made sure
That's
I wasn't
all right.
on the side where
That's
the
all
arm
right.
was.
You just get closer. Okay.
Oh yeah, we can sit like a little
There
couple.
we go. We're at the bike path on the bench. Okay. Whatever.
Anyways,
So this is a great place to come and relax and chill out. and-
lots of wildlife.
Yeah.
It's really
Yep.
cool. There's we just saw little baby geese.
I know they were so cute. They were so
And
cute.
so we didn't get too close
Yep.
because we didn't
No.
want them to like come after us.
Exactly.
Anyway, Sandy, you're making me dizzy with the.
chill.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So
There we go. Does that work for you?
yeah.
Okay.
So chilling is good, especially in the real estate market, because we talked last week about offers, and I think a lot of people need to sometimes, when they're buying a house, it's a big transaction, and when you're selling a house, it's a big transaction. People need to just chill out and maybe go for a walk and let it all settle, and don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely stressful, and especially in this market where buyers are losing transactions left
Yep.
and right. It's so
Yep.
competitive
Yep.
that everybody's energy levels are so uptight about everything. And it's
Yep.
hard when you're submitting an offer
Yep.
and you give them 24 hours to
Waiting.
respond,
Yep.
and you have to wait, and you really want the place, and you're anxious. And
Yep.
so it is important to try to stay grounded, and nature is a great way to
Yeah.
stay grounded in everything. I
Absolutely.
mean, it's a good way for us to even start our day when
Yep.
we're super busy, because
Yep.
we can just get that much more work done once we're centered and grounded and not as frazzled with like the 15,000 things that we have to get done.
Exactly.
I connect with nature as much as I can, and it's so good that the sun's out.
I know, huh? Oh, my brother's watching.
Oh.
Hi, Alan.
But I love this time of year, but I gotta say, allergies. Oh, who
Well, they
else?
say, the pollen.
Oh,
The pollen.
All
The
right.
pollen is going to be like all over
Anybody
the place.
have their favorite allergy medicine? Please feel
Yeah,
free
there
to
you go.
share, because nothing seems to ever work for
Those
me.
legs, yeah.
Sandy's gonna
Yeah.
swat some flies.
Okay.
Mosquitoes.
Okay. Oh, that's better. See?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Don't open your mouth. The bugs might fly.
I know, really. All right. Yeah.
anyways, we wanted to
stress
talk
level.
about a couple of different
don't,
things.
don't sweat the small stuff. I spent a week discussing a refrigerator. Yeah.
Yeah.
A week with an attorney discussing a refrigerator. See, Andrew, I told you you'd be on Where Are We Wednesday.
See, sometimes it's just not worth spending that much time to negotiate on
Yeah.
something like a refrigerator.
Yeah.
I mean,
because
it's
it's a
just-
house,
right?
It's a house. The refrigerator is just a small part of it.
Yep.
But people, tend to get kind of caught up in the details, and also to just sort of chill and wait it out, and all good things happen. I have a client that got an offer on a house that it was in a flood zone, although we got it out of the flood zone. We're going to talk about that one week, flood zones, because that's an interesting topic. But it was there was another one. It was a small house. It was a 1-bedroom house, and
Yeah.
somebody lowballed the offer because they found out they couldn't enlarge it. Yeah. Okay.
If you're looking
It was
at
a
a
small-
one-bedroom
it was-
house,
it
it's a
was a
one-bedroom
one-bedroom
house.
house,
I mean,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
can't.
so,
I will say that for me, I think what I find that most buyers get so tense over is the home inspection.
Yeah.
And sellers get tense over that too, because
Yep.
they're waiting to see what a home inspection is going to reveal.
Yep.
And I think, you know, the home inspection is something everybody should do.
Absolutely.
That's, you know, I
Yep.
mean, just even for your own personal knowledge, because
Yeah.
this is one of the largest investments you're ever going to make, right? So I think that stressing over the results of it is not a good thing.
No.
Being realistic is something that I think is important for both sides to be realistic.
Yep.
Sandy is just,
I know.
she
I'm
just
trying.
can't.
I'm
We're
trying.
going to have to figure
Okay.
something out here. So I think it's just real important that when you're doing home inspections, that you basically not stress over the results. And again, when we talk about negotiating things on a home inspection, it's important to not focus on the little things, okay?
Right.
I mean, you're buying
Right.
a house, nothing is going to be perfect. Everything is going to need to be repaired at some point or another.
Yep.
So the main thing is to sort of focus on the serious things, right? Like, is there termite damage? Is there rot?
Big.
Does the roof
Yep.
need to be replaced? Is there
Yeah.
structural damage? Those are the things that you want to be able to know going into a purchase.
Yeah, because I find too the home inspectors, and you know, there's some really good ones out there, and there's some not so great ones out there. That's why a realtor knows, you know, who's good and who's not. So definitely get a recommendation. But you know, a lot of times they're going to tell you everything just to cover their butt.
Yes.
And you know, so I've never seen a home inspection that said, "Yep, this house is
Everything's
perfect."
right? I mean,
Yeah,
they're
no.
going to point out every single
No.
thing that can
Yeah.
possibly. And you know, when you're negotiating on that, you need to just be realistic
Right.
from both sides.
Right.
From both sides.
One realtor told me about a home inspector that they used to call him the executioner, because he'd walk in and go,
Yep.
"This house is horrible. It's going to fall apart tomorrow."
Yeah.
What?
And you
So,
know, that's
yeah.
the other thing. You probably want a good recommendation for a home inspector as well. So
Yeah.
if you don't know of anybody,
Yep.
you know, ask for recommendations, because you know, you want to make sure you're with someone who's been in the business for a long time
Right.
and is actually pointing out things that are of importance.
Yep. Yep.
Because again, you're basing your decision to purchase on that, and the seller obviously has knowledge of
Right.
something as
Right.
a result of the home inspection.
Right.
So that changes things
Yeah.
going forward if the transaction does fall apart.
Yeah, don't send the whole report to the seller.
Yeah, we don't want to look
We
at the
don't
whole,
wanna look
and
at the whole
and the
report.
attorneys don't want to review
Knowledge
the
is
whole
painful.
report. It's,
Yeah.
it's really just
not
for
good.
your own as a buyer.
Yeah.
It's for your own knowledge.
Yep, exactly.
And
Exactly.
Don't sweat the small stuff,
Stuff,
right? Look
exactly.
at the beauty of nature. See if we can turn that, just so we
I
can
know.
kind of.
All right. Okay.
No, well, I was
Oh,
going to.
all right. Hold on.
Where's the button? Right there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Wait.
right.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. See, I'm just as
Okay.
bad. I don't know the Samsung phones. There you go.
Hold on.
Not yet. Almost. Good. There
All
we go.
right.
Look at
Here we
that.
go. Oh, here we go. Jesus
Back to
Christ.
us again.
All right.
There we
Look.
go.
Yes.
And that's just part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they put in some nice new gazebos and chairs, and like I said, the
I'm gonna
wildlife
stand
is
up and-
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you know, we can sign off up there, take a walk.
Yeah,
and
we're
we
going
can
to take a little walk up
take a
here,
little walk, and
because you
we'll-
know what? I think it's time for us to de-stress. I think we need to go for our walk, which is always a good thing, then out to breakfast. Shh. Because that is our Wednesdays.
Yes.
And
And then I can focus on all the stuff we got to get done all
that's
afternoon.
right. And we'll be
God,
relaxed
so
and
much.
ready. So
There you go. We're
definitely
getting
call
over
us. Oh,
here. On
somebody's
this end
walking.
is where the swans hang out, which is really pretty. There's usually swans over there.
Yep,
It's very pretty. They did a great job on this.
they really did.
And I know we were talking, just you and I, about some of the towns that are fighting over rail trails and stuff right now, and you know, I mean, it does have
Swampscott,
it does
there's a
have a lot
big
of pros,
one, yeah.
and I know Linfield is too. So
Yeah.
don't get the person in our video.
Nope.
Just
We're
kinda
gonna
like
go.
up
We're gonna go
and-
this way.
Oh, now we're gonna go back
Oh,
this way.
okey-dokey, she's moving. Okay.
No, we can just kind of do our little thing
All
off
right.
from here anyways. This is where the swans reside, which is really
Nice.
pretty. Cool.
Very nice. Okay.
I'm
Oops.
eating my hair here. So.
All right.
Okay, there we
So
go. Back to us.
back to us.
If she can do it.
Yeah.
Nope, not quite. Ah, there
All
she
right,
is. She
here
did
we
it.
are.
Woohoo.
Okay, so have a great relaxing day. Get out and enjoy the weather, even if it's just for 20 minutes. Do it, and don't sweat the small stuff. And we'll see you next week.
And just
on-
remember, if you need an attorney.
Hey, if you need an attorney, do call us, because we have our phone. See, this is our phone, so
There
this
you
is
go.
our office,
There
and
you go.
Julie has
We're
hers too.
portable. There you go.
Yep, we are. Okay, so
Catch us
we
next week.
will see you next week on
Where
Where Are We Wednesday. Bye bye. Have a great day.
Got it?
Yep. What do I?
And I don't